Welcome back, everyone. It is the NGM Gaming, back once again here on the 1x500 scale map of the Earth. Just a chill survival playthrough. And in last episode, we built this lovely little camp right here. You see, I planted some trees, like a birch tree right here, and a random bee's nest just spawned in here, and I was like, oh my god, that is perfect. Now, a few things that are different. I have a few more mods installed. So, as you can see, I finally have a mod. I believe it is called What the Hell Is That? And it tells me all the blocks that I'm pointing at. One of the most beneficial features of this mod, for me personally, is it tells you the growth of the crops. So you can see this one is mature, this one is 71%, and it is very helpful for a farmer such as I. But that is not the only mod that I installed. No. One being which is Corpse, which considering what happened last episode, yeah, Corpse is going to be very useful for the near future. And that is not all that I added. I added let's do furniture for more interior decorative designs, such as like tables, wardrobes, desks, chairs, even grandfather clocks. I really actually like this one. But another one I added was immersive furniture. I've never heard of this mod before, but I looked at the images and I was genuinely shocked and surprised. And this is one such feature from this mod. Look at this. It's a campfire surrounded by little logs. Anyway, how this mod works is that you need these things called crafting material. And it's very generous, and it gives you 16 each. And it's very simple, just 2 of any logs, 2 cobblestone, and 1 iron, and it'll give you 16. And you can build this artisan's workbench, and it'll just give you all of these very cool modeled things you can just put in your world, all these nice little details. I haven't scrolled through everything, but this mod is very immersive, and it's just a really cool looking way to kind of like decorate, and it'll come very much in handy once we actually build our starter house. Oh yeah, and I got shaders. I was pretty hesitant on using shaders for this, but complementaries is pretty low sustaining, so it shouldn't be too hard on the old computer. But yeah, it just makes things look nice. Just let me know if you want me to keep the shaders on, or if you prefer them to be off like in the last 2 previous episodes. But for now, I think for this one at least, I'm going to keep them on. So now I've been thinking long and hard about what to do next. Obviously, we are going to need a pathway that'll lead down this way across the Wisconsin River here. And I'm thinking of making a tree farm near where Stevens Point is, just south of here. Yeah, I'm going to need a pathway down there. So one of the major things that I will need is gravel and dirt in order to make a ton of coarse dirt, so that I can kind of continue this little pathway design that I have going on right now. And still being pretty early game, you just got to work with what you got. And so we are going to be doing some create stuff today. But first, I thought about, you know what? Let's turn this little back area into something, and maybe like a little tiny pathway down here, because I saw one of the options of things that we can build was this, a picnic table. It only costs 7 to craft. Do I have enough? Nope, they're not even in my inventory. Wait, did I put them away? I did. Now where exactly I'm going to put this, I'm going to have it kind of like a little pathway right here. This could be like a little picnic area. You know what, let's fill in this water. I might bring some water features back. And yeah, depending on the way you're facing, also determines which direction it places. So maybe like a little picnic bench right there, and then just a little pathway here. All right, how does that look? It's not too bad, not too bad. Do have this little lake right here. I think I want to keep that just because I don't really have a plan for it. Let's make that. Alrighty. While my crops were growing up there, I kind of dug out this little inlet right here, and I also dug one a story below. So my idea, I know it's not too big of a space, but these are going to be nothing automatic. All the machines are pretty much going to be just doing one thing, because one cobblestone generator, I will need a millstone in order to grind the cobblestone that I want to be grind into gravel. And then the biggest thing is going to be dirt. Now, do I have enough space for all of this stuff? Probably not. Might have to expand through this wall, or I don't even know if this thing is big enough, because pretty sure if I think one of these, yep, there it is. Yeah, because I got water right above me right here. So yeah, I have this much space to really work with on this floor. So we'll have to first make some simple create contraptions, much like a depot for a mechanical press, and then just a millstone, probably a mechanical mixer. Don't think I'll need that for this specific location, but we'll kind of just build what we need as we go along. And I think the first thing I actually want to do is make this area look presentable. So that's probably the first thing we're going to do. Alright, so I am out of cobblestone again. So I'm going to take a break from decorating this little area. You can see, definitely not the size that would fit multiple machines, but just enough to make a path. That's what these machines are mostly going to be used for, primarily. And right now, I'm out of cobblestone, so I think I'm going to go ahead and start concocting up the cobblestone generator. There we go. Now we're facing the right way, and then we can just attach there, there, and there. So those are going to be our drills that will drill the cobblestone. Just like so. And now all we're really missing are some copycat panels to put up here, as well as lava. Alright, and here we are, one of the lava pools that is starting a massive forest fire. Let's just ignore that for now. You know what? While I'm here, I'm just going to make a second bucket. I don't think they all need to be... Like, I don't think it matters if the lava is flowing or not, just as long as there is lava. It should... I mean, maybe it has to be static lava? I don't know. And now I kind of have to be quick with these so they don't go anywhere. And boom. Oh, God. Huh. Don't know where that came from. But yeah, I still need one more copycat to block that off. I'll be right back. Ooh, I just fucked up. I just completely fucked up. I just turned all of our zinc reserves into copycat trapdoors. No. It's not like we can get more. There's plenty of stuff down in the mines, but still, this is ridiculous. 3 stacks and 31 worth of copycat trapdoors. Oh my god. So down here, I'm not too worried about it looking as pretty as up there, but these are where we're going to be putting our first water wheels. Those are pretty much early game ways of getting power. So we're obviously going to want the large ones, which we're going to have to craft small ones. Let's just take full thing of... I'm thinking 4 is a good place to start. Now, thinking, yeah, I'm going to have to dig one more down. I thought so. I had a feeling I'd have to dig one more down. 'Cause yeah, these large water wheels, they are huge. So now if we just put it in the middle here, that is perfect. So then 2 there, 2 there, and then we can just have them, something connecting right here, and then go up in order to power everything that we need. In order to get these moving, we will need to fill parts of this up with water. So I'm going to get some more of those. Boom, boom. And, I mean, it works, but boom, boom. It's not going to be too much power, but it'll be enough to do the job. That works. Okay, so now we go right back up here. We continue this down like that. Then boom, boom, boom. Nope, not that there. And boom. Nope. There. There we go. Now they're braking at a decent speed. Look at this. We got ourselves a full-fledged cobblestone generator. The next part will be to make the gravel. And for that, I'm going to need more millstones. And I'm going to need more andesite. Alright, well, while this is going and making a ton of cobble, I'm going to go mine some andesite. Excuse me, sir. I am currently busy right now. What do you want? Give me your bones. Alright, that was BS. Yeah, then shoots and then chest. Alright, yeah, so let's just do that. But then we're also going to need a cog right here, but it won't be able to attach there specifically. So let's... 2 of those. Yes, yes. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And yep, I built an extra one. Oh well. Yeah, so I decided to turn the cobblestone generator off because, yeah, I think we're gonna be good for a hot minute. Yeah, let me just take a bunch of these. Let's start making some gravel. Alright, so we're gonna have a nice surplus of gravel, but now the trickiest thing of this whole thing is gonna be the dirt. And... yeah, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that yet. Because if I remember right, just need like a... Alrighty, so here we are on a super flat world in creative. And I am going to be using this world to kind of build up the machines for future projects that I need to build. And this one will be the dirt farm. Now it's pretty straightforward how this thing works. So we have 2 plows right here, a bunch of hoppers, and a chute that will go into the chests, which is where I'll be putting the coarse dirt. The plows will be turning it into regular dirt, and then the drills will drill them to go into the hoppers and into there. So we just simply have a redstone link here and a redstone link here. On the top we have coarse dirt, and the bottom we have just regular dirt. Don't know if that makes a difference or not, but I just copied what he did. And we just have a simple rail system right here with a minecart with a cart assembler. I super glued all of this together so that it moves in one go, like so. If I keep it going, you can see the plows. They'll... oh. I guess I also glued the bottom. Didn't really need to do that. So yeah, you can kind of see how this goes. So the plows will plow the coarse dirt into regular dirt, and these drills right here will then mine them up, and they'll go into the hoppers and into the chest. For this early in the game, we don't have a lot of resources. The only problem with this is glue and these controller rails. And how you build a controller rail is with an electron tube, which needs a polished rose quartz, which you need to sandpaper said quartz from regular rose quartz, and this is how you make it. Ton of redstone and 1 nether quartz. So we might need to go to the nether. Actually, not might. We do need to go to the nether. So this pretty much kind of slows down our machine building process, but it is something that needs to be done in order for this machine to work. And it is the simplest one that I could find that wasn't too complicated. So let's go back into the survival. Alright, so we are back here in the survival world, and the first thing we are going to need is a diamond pickaxe to mine the obsidian that we are going to need in order to build the nether portal. Alright, now one thing that I did notice about this map is that there is a very high chance that all of the main ore spawns are pretty much correlated with the real world locations. So for example, diamonds, of course, those are mostly located in South Africa. But I did notice on that map that there is a little dot just on the tip of Lake Superior, just to the north of us. So we are going to try and attempt to find some diamond there. That way we don't have to go all the way to South Africa to get some diamonds. So let's get going. Alright, so we made it to the furthest most point of Lake Superior, and it is raining. So let's get out of the rain and let's start digging down our nice little hole into the mine. Whoa. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Guess we're gonna have to do this to get down. And there's a spider. Alright, I ran out of places to put blocks, so we're just gonna have to jump down and fight this guy. Come here. Let's light this place up a little bit and get our staircase down here. Oh, there's some. There's some. Come on. Give me what I need. I see 2, 3. Nice. Yes. We did it. We did it. We found our first diamond. Okay, so I still don't know if it's completely accurate whether the ore generations are real world or not, but all that matters is that we got our 3 diamond, enough to make a pickaxe so that we can mine those obsidian. I heard a wandering trader. Yep. I hear him. Oh, there he is. But let's make it safe for him, and we'll see what he's got. Alright, bro, what you got? What you got for me? Not that I have emeralds to trade. Globe. Acacia wood. Ran out of those. Sea pickles. Yeah. Nothing of my concern as of right now. Back to mining. Alright, so that takes us up to 1 stack of pure obsidian. And now, unfortunately, my good sir, your leads look mighty, mighty tasty. Give me your leads. And 2 leads. Alright, let's go home. There it is. Let's see where we end up. Please be good, please be good, please be good, please be good. Yeah, we made it. Ooh. We spawned next to a warped, whatever this forest is called, warp forest. And that is our primary goal right there, is quartz. Alrighty, so for the past few hours, I have been gathering the materials and everything necessary to build this dirt farm, as well as expanding the current location where I plan to put this farm. And as you can see, this is everything that we will be needing right here. So now the only thing left to do is to actually build this thing. Alrighty. We are getting somewhere. So now, yes, let me just put something there. Let me turn this off real quick. Oh, nope, that one's still moving, so I'll do this one. Yeah, that stops all of them. Alright, so with the flick of this lever, we got movement. So now, if I just take the coarse dirt that I have and just place them like so, turn it on and off. Perfect. And we got dirt, boys. We got it. We did it. It looks ugly, but we done did it. So now I'm just going to sit here for who knows how long and just make up a bunch of dirt, gravel, and make up a bunch of coarse dirt. And then we can finally, I want to end this episode by making the path. So we're going to be doing that right after this. Okay, so now that I've been working at this for a little bit now, I have some more gravel cooking up right now. But we have now this about 150, 141 amount of dirt in each of these. And to better explain how this works and how we're actually producing more coarse dirt by this little simple dirt farm. So we have 4 stacks of dirt, and then let's take 4 stacks of gravel. This is what we mean by it doubles for the coarse dirt. So it takes 2 gravel on each corner and then 2 dirt on the opposite, and it gives you 4 coarse dirt per. And then if I click that, boom, we have 4 stacks of coarse dirt. That is basically how this farm works and how we can slowly mass produce coarse dirt for our pathways. Now, is this sufficient? Not really. It's a lot of labor, and it takes a little bit of time because it is not fully automatic. But hey, it gets the job done. We're still pretty early game. I don't have any real location for major factories yet, so this is going to have to do for now. But that is the basics of how this works. And so those 4 stacks each of dirt and gravel just made me 8 stacks of coarse dirt. So that is how this is going to work. And I'm going to continue doing this for a little bit longer. I don't know for how much longer, but hopefully enough to where we can get from here over to Stevens Point, where I plan on building the tree farm. And then from there, we can branch out the pathway over to where my actual farm and starter base is going to be. So back to the work. Once I got into the swing of things, just about 20-ish minutes later, we have 16 stacks of coarse dirt. And I think that is going to be a decent start to what I want to do. And it's night because, of course, it is. Alright, so I added a few light posts around the area, and I do believe this little campsite is complete. Our first project is done. And now time for the second, which I think I know what I'm going to do for the bridge right here. Okay, so if we just go here, 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 and there, and then get rid of this dirt underneath, and boom, we have a nice little bridge we can walk across. I'd say it does not look too bad. Does not look too bad. But now we need to clear a pathway for the path. And honestly, I think I am actually drained for the day. I've been recording for God knows how long. So I am going to call this quits. I think this is a perfect ending scene for the campground. Looks like I could decorate there, but we don't have to worry about that until we get the pathway in. So I'm thinking next episode I will do the pathway all the way down to Stevens Point, and then we can construct the tree farm over down there. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, possibly. I still don't know if I'm going to keep doing this because, you know, life, but you know, I've been enjoying this world, and I do kind of want to see this world grow. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. As long as I don't die, things will be good. Oh, you bitch. Will you F off? What a welcoming party. What? Why? Shit. I'm gonna slaughter every single one of them. Oh, is this where you people went? They're invading my home turf now. Come on out here, fellas. You gotta be fucking shitting me. Die, you worthless animal. Get out of my face. If you blow up, I swear to God.